Hey YouTube, Crimscar11 here. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys, I'm gonna run through my Dark World main deck again. There's like a 1 card difference, basically, and I'll talk about the 1 card difference. But in this video I'm gonna show you guys my side and my extra, because I actually have a side worked out now and I'm fairly happy with it, and then the extra I'll just show you guys. And then I'll show you guys what I would change if not if, but when I get tour guides, because I'm working extremely hard on that. But anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and run through the main deck real quick. So it's 3 Grapha, 3 Snow, obviously, you know, it's all very, very standard. 3 Brow. I finally got like shiny stuff, so the deck's like nearly blinged out. Alright, and then double Beige and Raven. If I were to get tour guides, Raven would be 1 card that I would take out, and I'll just show you the other 2 when I get to them. Okay, so then the spell lineup is 3 Gates, Trip Dealings, 3 Dragged, 3 Upstart, and then all the 1-ofs, Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy, Card Destruction, and Foolish. And then the trap lineup is Trip Reckless, 2 Skill Drains, which would be the other 2 cards I would take out if I got tour guides. Like, it's not really hard to see why either. This would conflict with tour guide too much. And Raven, as much as I like the card, is really bad. Just because you main deck 3 drag downs, this card becomes really horrible, because you can't really drag down with him because he's obviously going to get hit. So these would be the 3 cards I would take out for tour guide. So, like, yeah, I'll go ahead and go through the trap and then I'll talk. Alright, 2 Mind Crush. Let's see those over here. And then the 1-ofs of Deck Devi, J, Torrent, which I'm playing over Dark Smog, and Dust Shoot. So the main reason that I'm playing Torrential over Dark Smog is because the way that the format has shifted, Dark Smog is really crappy game 1. Like, if you break down the way that the meta is, it doesn't have enough good game 1 matchups to like warrant playing it. Dino Rabbit, it really sucks against game 1, and Agents, even though they aren't like they're still a good deck and they're still going to see play. So it has a really bad matchup against that. You don't want to be caught off guard on like one matchup. It's good against plants. It's kind of like, it's decent against windups, but like, I play tested a lot against that deck yesterday, and Dark Smog is not going to help you that much. But anyways, it's good. It's good like in the plant matchup. It's good in the mirror match, and it's good in a lot of matchups. It's just not good enough to run. So anyways, that's the main deck. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the side deck. And I know that like my main board is really close to Claudio Kirkmare's like Dark World Turbo thing, which I didn't really like. I just kind of found a build online and then I saw his video and was like, oh, mine's really close to his. But anyways, he's an amazing player anyway, so I don't know if it really matters. And yeah, if I get tour guide, my build, I'm literally going to play his deck and turn one of these into Nolore, so it would be the same deck. Anyways, alright, the sideboard is 2 Reaper, because games, like game 2, you're going to side out, or at least you should be siding out, drag downs, Raven, things like that, siding into a very control game. Like if you won, you're going to side out Dust Shoot, obviously. So you side into more control cards. Most decks have issues getting over Spirit Reaper, this format, so like, you side into a control game, you usually win because you do. Anyways, double Reaper, and then my 1 Doom Cal, my 1 Proxy Doom Cal, because the other one is in the mail, and it'll be here next week before regionals. So, oh yeah, I'm going to Knoxville, Tennessee regionals, I'm sorry, yeah, Knoxville, Tennessee. So if anybody's going to be there, you hit me up or whatever. I'll probably be playing this, but anyways, 2 Doom Cal. The reason for Doom Cal is because not only is he a Dark Fiend, so goes in match isn't really going to affect you any, but he's 2200 under gates, and he can bait out Maxie's Effect Veilers. He really just limits your opponent's options as far as what they can do, because they have to deal with Doom Cal before they can do anything else. So he's just a really, really good option for side decking. And since he works so well with, you know, Gates being a 2200, he's a big issue this format. And just because he can be sniped off the field by an effect failure or something, like if your opponent is smart, they're siding out effect failures game 2 and game 3 because this deck does not care. So you're just gonna stop max C's with Doomcal if they're gonna try and like kill it with hand traps, and that's not a bad thing because max seed isn't really super effective against this deck. But once you get to a point where you try to just go off and like get 2 or 3 Graphas on the field and stuff, they might bait it. Like your opponent, if they're smart, is gonna side out all their hand traps because this deck isn't really that affected. So you're just gonna like limit their main board monster options. Essentially, is what Doomcal is meant to do. Alright, 3 MST, the one lonely common over here. I need to pick up a 3rd Ultra, but that's not really important. So he's 3 MST because games 2 and 3, you're going to see hate in the form of Shadow Imprisoning Mirror if you're playing against somebody who's like scared of this deck, or like at least they should be, because this deck is actually insane. But anyways, yeah, 3 MST just to help bait out back rows and do what MST does. Really, that's it. Alright. Double Gozen match. Just because everything in your deck is fine when you have Gozen match, except for Raven. You obviously can't Raven while you have Gozen matchup, but unless Raven's gonna be your only monster, because it's a light and the rest of them are dark. But for the most part, Gozen match is going to be a really powerful side deck card for you in the plant matchup, Dino Rabbit matchup, wind-up matchup, especially wind-ups, because every one of those guys is a different attribute. Hunter is dark, Rat is earth, like Rabbit is, I think Rabbit is earth too, so they might have like 2 monsters, but you know, Zen Mighty's water, so, and then Magician's fire. So anyways, I don't know why I know all that, but anyways, Gozen match is going to be insane in the matchup, in most matchups, so Gozen match is really good. 2 Black Horn of Heaven. I am a huge proponent of this card. I think that it is amazing. Being able to just free negate an XYZ, or XYZ, listen to me, an Exceed or a Synchro, and then in the, like, once again in the Agent matchup, you know, they have a lot of inherent guys. Christia and Hyperion mainly are going to be huge issues. And also, you're going to be able to stop BLS. BLS is ridiculous and needs to be banned, but I'm sure you guys already know that. And then, 2-dimensional prisons. Like I said, you're siding control. This is mainly for things like stun decks like TGs, things that main deck like a ton of Thunder Kings, because Thunder King is really going to shut you down. Like, he's not as effective against this deck as these other decks, because you will draw into what you need more or less than searching it for the snow, but snow searches can be key at times, so Dimensional Prison helps get around that. And then 1 Light Imprisoning Mirror, because Agents is the deck. And I know it sounds like I'm really scared of the Agent matchup, but it just seems like that deck is, like, obviously other decks, like Black Horn of Heaven's going to stop Lagi Adolka, Zen Mighty, Zen Mao, Zen whatever, Zen, oh, I can't even remember what it's called. Zen Main's that one. Okay, so anyways, it's gonna stop, like, Blackhorn's gonna stop all those. So, like, it's not like I'm just scared of that matchup, but anyways, this is, you know, it's a deck. And then Smog, which got moved to the side, obviously, over Torrential. Just because, like I said, it doesn't have that many Game 1 matchups to warrant playing it in the main. I mean, it's pretty, but it's not as amazing as it should be. So yeah, and then Dark Smog, and then the extra deck. I'm going to show you guys what I would switch in the extra deck to, because if I get Tour Guides, I'm getting Zen Mains and Leviair as well. I'm getting a Leviair before Regional anyways, but as far as the Zen Mains goes, I'll just, alright, so, it's Cataster, I'm just going to stack these. Cataster, Librarian, Reagan, Orient, Brio, Ancient, Sacred Wyvern, Dark Highlander, Black Rose, Stardust, Scrap Dragon, Trish, Giga Brilliant, Leviathan Dragon, Utopia, and Roach. Alright, so the changes I would mainly put in here, this one, and this one all will come out, because once I get rid of Raven, there's really no need for these, because they all require a Fable tuner, a Light tuner, and a Fiend type tuner. So like, and Raven is all of those. So I won't be able to make any of these if I don't. So Zen mains, possibly it's either 2 Leviair or one of these becomes a Gaia Knight. So it's either 2 Leviair Zen mains or Leviair Zen mains Gaia Knight. Whatever. These 3 would be switched if I lose Raven because there's no need for them. Anyways, that's the update of the deck. I'm probably gonna upload a new trade binder end of the week, beginning of next week, because I went to locals and traded a lot of stuff. And I'm still on the search for tour guides. I'll know tomorrow if I need tour guides or not, but you can still go ahead and message me if you got them, because everybody I keep messaging keeps like failing me. So anyways, until next time, I'll see you guys.